So something that you might be struggling with, or and I've struggled with in the past, is when I choose a light polish on my gel colours, so my gel polishes, sometimes when I put it on, you'll find that the colour is a little bit faded and not even across the nail. So what I would like to show you is how you can just apply a white as a base, and then when using your lighter colours, you get that better coverage. So here in front of me, I've already prepped my nail, so working on a practice hand. So I've applied my base, cured, and then I've put 2 layers of white on and cured. Okay, so it's ready to go. It's still got its tackiness on. And then we're going to go straight on. So today I'm going to use my blue, but you could be working with like your neon colours, your pale pinks, pastel colours, those kind of things. So I just want to show you. If you look at the nail closely, you can see the white is on. Even when I twist the nail slightly, you can still see it's just slightly uneven. That's fine as your base. But you'll find if you just went straight on with the blue or the pastel colours, that's the kind of effect you get at the end, which is what we're trying to solve here, okay? So I'm just going to go straight on. Now, the first things I'd always say, make your first layer nice and thin because we don't want to put it on too thick. So I'm just going to get a nice thin layer on to start with. So you'll still need to do 2 or even 3 layers of your colour if it's a really light pastel colour. But this will just help you get that even application. So just carefully go over the white. Get it as even as you can. You'll see like every time you touch the nail, you get those light brush strokes. That's normal on your first application. Doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. You'll always get that with these light colours. So just get it as even as possible. Cap the ends, and then I'll just bring my lamp around. We're just going to pop that under your lamp. So again, I'm working with my LED. So nice thin layer on the first layer colour. The second layer should be enough, but if again on the second layer you still feel it's not quite there, then you can do 3. The only thing I would say is just bear in mind with your gel polish, you don't want to get it too thick. So if you're having to do 3 layers of colour, bear in mind you've already done 2 white underneath. Just keep those layers nice and thin. So we don't want to build up a ridge around the nail because the idea of the gel polish is that it is nice and thin and natural looking. But this will definitely help you. So now I'm going to go straight on with my second layer. So still keeping it nice and thin just in case I do need to do 3. So again, just starting at the base. But it's a real pain. And I find sometimes, it doesn't matter what brand you're working with, all of these light colours tend to do the same, or you'll be using a certain brand, love all their colours, and then you come across like one colour that you get that sort of patchiness with. Sometimes, or recently should I say, I've used a lot of like the grey kind of colours, and they do exactly the same. So don't be frightened of having to do this first. But again, if it's going to take you a little bit longer, bear that in mind when you're booking in any clients. And from a price point of view, you might want to just do charge a little bit more. So I'm just going to go just over this section, and again I'm going to do 3 layers, I think, just to get that totally clear finish. Because if you look closely now, it's quite even, but if I just twist it slightly, you can still see a few little brush strokes. So we want that perfection. People are paying to have their nails done, so we just want to get it right. But you could see how thin I was putting it on. Sometimes, again, if you get it too thick, like I said before, under problem solving and things, that it tends to ripple up. If you get the gel polish on too thick, then you're going to have to just start again. So it's really frustrating. Just get that application nice and smooth. Keep it thin round by the edges. And remember, less is more. So from a time point of view, obviously, yes, it's taking you more, but if you're working with your LED, it's maybe gonna take maybe about another 10 minutes to do your pastel colours. So just keep that in mind. So just one last colour, and then you can top coat. But this is just the perfect way to get that nice, even finish without having to try and make it so thick that the nails look really uneven. And it's just one of those things you have to accept with the lighter colours. This is the process that you have to take. And I've tried so many different brands. It doesn't matter. all these pastel colours are exactly the same. So if you just look really closely, I'm going to put this under lamp first. Let's get that cured. And then when it comes out, I'll just do a close-up for you so you can just see nice and even. Then you simply finish with your normal top coat and you're good to go. So that's going to solve any of that patchiness. So just remember, normal prep as you would normally. Then you're going to do your clear base cure, 2 layers of white, maybe 1 if it's a shorter nail, 2 to 3 layers of colour, then a top coat, and then your wipe off if it's a tacky top coat. Okay, so just going to do a close-up for you just to have a little look. So if you see now, there's no brush strokes, nice and even coverage, such a better finish, and then that is really going to give you those perfect nails.